Yes, so today we are going to just understand how to prepare different drawing sheet. So in the previous lecture, we have completed that how to plot the change survey data, right? That we have already discussed, and I think almost all the students have submitted their drawing sheet. But today we're going to make that how to prepare the using the compass survey data, right? So in the compass survey data we have different observations, right? Suppose we have one polygon that is suppose a b c d, right? Suppose we have one polygon a b c d and e, right? And we did the compass survey, prismatic compass survey through traverse method. So when you talk the traverse method, then your observation table will be the line, designation of line, then length of line, then forebearing and back bearing. These are the standard observation when we are doing the traverse method on a particular polygon. So it means we start with the point A and we will take the reading A to B. So here we will have the line that is AB, then BC, then ED, then DE and EA. So first of all we do the measurement. It means we find out the linear measurement of AB, BC, CE, DE and EA, and corresponding value of that AB, CD, then BC, CD and DE and EA. We write down the corresponding value of the length over here. Once we have this chaining, once chaining is over, then we set up the instrument at point A, that is a prismatic compass, and we observe the reading. It means forebearing, we observe the forebearing of AB line, right, at the A. The same time we will observe the back bearing of line EA, right? So at station A, we can find out the forebearing of line AB and we could find out the back bearing of line E. Once we have these two readings, then after we change the point position and we put the setup, or we set up the compass at B point. Again we will observe the C and we can find out the forebearing of line BC, right? Forebearing of line BC. At B we could take the reading of the A, and which is called as the back bearing of line AB, right? So we had the back bearing of line AB. Similarly we do at C, CD, you get the forebearing of CD and you will get the back bearing of line BC, right? Back bearing of line BC. Similarly at the D we take the reading of E, and that is your forebearing of DE, and from D to C, that is the back bearing of line CD. Then we move our instrument to the E and we could find out a forebearing and back bearing of line EE. So indirectly you got this forebearing and back bearing, right? Once we have this observation, then after we will use then we will find out the difference of AB and forebearing and back bearing. So here we will find out the difference. It means that back bear deduction from forebearing to back bearing, it should be 180. It should be 180. So we will check out whether it is 180 or not. Once you get that 180, then after we are going to find the angles. Angles means A, B, C, D and E. Right? We will find out the angle. So angle, suppose we are at the point A right, at point A. This is your towards the B, and this is towards the your last point, that is E. So here your point is A, right? So this one is your forebearing of line AB, right? Forebearing of line AB, and this is what is the back bearing of line, right? So if we are finding the angle, that is the internal angle, then it will be a back bearing of line EA minus this value, that will give you this much angle, right? This much angle. So back bearing of EA line minus forebearing of AB line, and that will give you the angle A. Similarly, at angle B, right? So at angle B, suppose we are at angle B, this is your B angle. So this is towards the A and this is toward the C, right? This point. So this one is your forebearing of BC line, and the total one, that is your, this one is your back bearing of AB line. So it means that back bearing of AB line minus forebearing of BC, right? So back bearing of AB minus forebearing of BC, that will give you the angle. It means that the included angle, right, that is the A, B, C, D and E. So this is your A, B, C and E. So the angle A, this angle A, included angle, that will be the back bearing of previous line minus forebearing of next line. And this is how you could find out the included angle of the particular point. Now we are moving to next point. So once we have the included angle, right, that is angle A, angle B and angle C, angle D and angle E. Once you got the value of this angle, then after we will plot this data, right, on a drawing sheet, right? So on drawing sheet, as you know that you have to just draw the title block, right, in the right hand lower corner, and you provide 3 centimeter spacing, right, margin at right hand, and 1 centimeter at bottom, 1 centimeter at the top and 1 centimeter at side, right hand side. In this remaining portion you have to draw the figure. So first of all, you just write down the observation table, right? It means that you have the line, then the length, and then you will have the angles, right? Then the angle A will be like that. So first, that is AB, BC and up to A, right? Then angle A, angle B, angle C, angle E, right? So you just write down this value of angle A, B, C, D and E, and line length A, B, C and up to the EA. Then by using this data, we start from the AB. So first of all, you take the scale. Scale is equal to 1 centimeter is equal to 1 meter, and according to that you just draw the line. Suppose line AB, suppose your length of line is 32 meter, and you draw the 32 centimeter line AB. Then you have the angle B, right? You have the angle B that you have already derived. Then using that angle, according to that angle, you draw the dotted line, right? You draw the dotted line at the angle you found, right? That is angle B. Now on that line, on that particular race, dotted layer, you take this length of BC, whatever the length of BC, suppose it is 40 centimeter, sorry 40 meter, then we will use that 40 meter value as a BC, and from that B point over this length we'll just mark this line point, that is a point C, at the distance of 40 meter, right? Here it is 32 meter. Then we darken this dotted line up to the C. So this is your BC line. Then by using the C angle C, whatever the angle C, you just draw the dotted line at the angle of whatever the value of angle C, and by using the length of CD, you mark the D point, right, according to the length of CD over the dotted line. Mark that point as a D. Again you have the D, angle of D, sorry, angle of D. Use that angle D and draw the dotted line, and over that dotted line you just mark the distance DE, right, and at another point, that is your E point, right, that is your E point, and you darken this line, that is EC. Now at E point you have the angle E, and by using that angle you just draw the line, at the angle E, right, at the angle E. Then whatever the length of EA, this one, and length of EA, you darken that line and mark the point A, right, mark the point A. Now look at here what happened when you completed this A point. So this A point should be here, right, your line should be passed through this A point, but look at here this distance. See, your A is somewhere else, right? Actually this both point is same point, but due to some error in finding out of the A, B, C, D, angle D and E, or maybe in the length, whatever it may be, but due to the error in this measurement of the forebearing and back bearing, your A point will not match to the actual A point. So this is called as the A dash, right? So it means that you have the error at measuring AA dash, right? This distance AA dash, line AA dash is your closing error. It is called as the closing error, right? It is called as the closing error. So how to eliminate this closing error? Or to eliminate that closing error, to rectify this closing error, you have to do one thing, that is what called as, we will distribute this AA dash into the all angles, right? So to distribute that length, what we will do, we draw one line AB, whatever the length of AB, that is 32 centimeter, right? So 32 centimeter, then BC, then DD, DE, EE, and your EA, right? EA. So whatever the length, according to the scale, you mark the whole length of the periphery on a single line, right? On a single line. So AB is 32, this one is 40, so this one is 40, 42, 41, and 32, like that, right? Then after, whatever the error, right, whatever the error you found, that is the error, that is the AA dash, this error, AA dash. So what we will do, using the set square, we will transfer this AA dash parallel line passing at this end, right, AA dash. Both will be parallel, right? You just use the set square and bring this A dash over here, right? Then after, what we will do, we will just join the A and this AA dash. So you have the triangle A dash, right? Then after, using the set square, I will draw the line parallel to AA dash and passing through E. Then I draw the parallel line passing through the D. Then I draw the parallel line passing through the E. Then I draw the parallel line passing through the B. So whatever the intersection you got, this is called as the E dash, this is called as the D dash, this is called as the C dash, this is called as the B dash. Then what is required? Then this BB dash, then this BB dash. So what will we try? We just measure this BB dash by the divider, and we draw a line passing through this B, and parallel to BB dash, and we mark this B dash over here, right? B dash. We mark the B dash point. We mark the B dash point parallel to that, and we mark the B dash point. Similarly, we measure the CC dash, right? CC dash, and we draw the line passing through the C and parallel to CC dash, we mark the point CC dash. Whatever the distance over here, same will be marked over here, right? And both will be parallel. Then we mark this DD dash, and we mark this DD dash, right? And parallel to the DD dash. And whatever the dimension you got here, you measure with the your divider, right? With the use of the divider, you can measure this length, right? So that is your DD dash. Similarly, EE dash, right? Similarly, dash. So now your you join this point A dash to B dash, A dash to B dash, then B dash to C dash, and C dash to E dash, and E dash to A dash, right? So this is your, this red colored line diagram is your finally error distributed polygon, right? So this is how you have to prepare the drawing sheet. And if you don't find this A dash and A at the same point, then you have to distribute your error through this graphical method. So this is how we can plot the data in the compass survey, and we can resolve the problem.